Hey guys, it's Bina, and we finally did it. Rank 1 Arena Primalist. Solo mode. 940 waves pushed on Lightning Swarmblade. It's a pretty good feeling, Pretty good feeling. I'm satisfied now. I'm gonna swap to another build. But yeah, it really felt good coming back to last Epoch and playing some Arena again, right? So I'm just gonna show you what I use to push, what changes I made to the build compared to the regular build when I pushed Monolith with. There's a couple of key differences, and yeah. So basically, you stay in Swarmblade, right? And you auto attack to scale your dodge. You also scale your damage via stacking tornadoes on you, and then that also scales the amount of stuns that you can dish out, because you really stun is like an incredible mechanic to like it's an incredible defensive mechanic that if you engage difficult monsters, for example, these Ascendant Ember Mages, they spawn meteors on you, right? So, but if you dodge the initial meteor and then you stun lock them, they won't do anything for the rest of the time. So, like, multiple different enemies like this are very nice. It's very nice to have a certain form of CC to be able to deal with them. My worst nightmare in Arena was probably the Cold Wolves, the big ones that shoot a conal AoE of dot damage in front of them. If you stand in that AoE, you're pretty much done for, and it's very hard to see actually when they do their dot. Not when they do, but like the actual dot is hard to see. It's very easy to see when they do it because they do a back step before doing it. But yeah, so we pushed 940 waves. I'm gonna go over the gear that I have used and like what change I did in my passives and everything. So let's go straight into it, right? So let's go right here on maxroll.gg. I'm on the last Epoch planner. So on the last Epoch planner, if you do save load, import, and you type my account name, right? You will be able to see every single one of my characters that I have and exactly what gear he's using. So that was done on the Bina Druid. And here you can see exactly the gear with the exact rolls that I used to push this. I am not saying that I have the perfect gear. I have like quite significantly good gear, but it is not exactly all the rolls that I actually want. One big change I did, I replaced my movement speed boots for a hybrid health pair of boots. I replaced my regular gloves for Rule of the Simoon with tier 6 hybrid health. The reason for this is that in Monolith, I would never do this. I would probably never use the Rule of the Simoon. But for Arena, since there's so much density, you will never run out of resources. And this enables you to spawn tornadoes that do not have the 80% more multiplier from the Swarmblade tree, but they proc themselves. And so for very hard waves, for example, the wolves, well, you can just circle around and let your fire tornado, kill monsters for you. So that is one change that I did. I have a very bad Stormcarved Testament. My belt, I don't have Element Cleansing on potion use. I would have liked to have that. I have tier 7 health on both of my rings, but both of my rings do not have a lot of damage stats. It's just like really tankiness, right? My body armor has minion armor and armor, strength, and double health. Pretty good, but still, I would have preferred to have maybe my exalted percentage health instead of armor. That would have been much better, especially for dealing against dots. On here again, I don't have percentage health as an exalted, and I'm missing a prefix because earthquake doesn't do anything for me. I mean, stun duration is fine, but it's really not what I would prefer. I have a really great Kolnavar's Claim, which did not happen to grab the lightning damage from the scepter, but I still have the tier 7 melee attack speed, chill, and increased stun chance, so all good stuff. My katana, only tier 6 spell damage, crit multi, chill, shred, frailty. And that's a pretty good one, but it's although it's tier 6, right? And the big thing here, Aura's Time Glass. This is super good for Arena. It's probably the best item you can possibly equip for Arena out of in like any build. If you can make use of this, like getting a free, it's almost like a free second life, but it's not really, because if damage leaves you below 30% health, right? You can still get a one shot, But yeah, if you don't get one shot every 20 seconds, you get a second life. Extremely good, as well as giving you attack speed and endurance, like yeah, and health implicit, right? As for my idols, I went for 4-time vigorous stout of life idols. So those are the hybrid health idols. I have one perfect one. Um, since with my gear that I have currently and the gold ring, I was able to remove some of the LA res while transform idols just to put on some percentage health idols instead. So I'm nearing 5k health when I'm transformed and everything. So yeah, it's really really, stacking health is just extremely good for arena. So yeah, these are my idols. One very good one is chance on melee kill to heal a random minion to full health. So you kind of want this to have your Spriggan companion not constantly die, and he can actually tank quite a bit. And when you're killing a pack, if you refill his HP, he will tank even more. So even at like higher waves, he was still able to take quite a hit. As for my blessings, spell damage leeches health. You want this as high as possible. Shred lightning, necrotic res, armor, and armor. Just regular stuff, right? Just like in the build guide. So that is what I used. Did I do some changes to skills? I do not think I did any changes to any of my skills. My skills basically stayed the same. Something that I did do is in the passive tree. In the build guide, I suggest getting some damage instead of some health. So I removed the damage and I grabbed the health. I grabbed one more point in Berserker because I just got the 5% less damage taken on low health instead of aspect of board chance on melee hit. This is kind of important because like at the start of waves you don't have aspect of the boar. And then when you engage monsters, you want your first or second hit to give you aspect of the boar. You don't want to wait too long because it's gonna be just way more dangerous not having that DR, right? So that's one change. I removed ambush and savagery because this was only here to give me attack speed. I put 2 more points into Call of the Pact to get more health. I removed my points into Primordial Resonance. So I removed some damage to get more health again here. And the last change I did, actually that's pretty much it. Yeah. So yeah, just grabbing some more health and removing some damage where I can. Yeah. Impervious, extremely good against density. So usually if you only hit one target, you only have a 20% chance to get one stack of impervious. But if you're hitting multiple targets, then your stacks of impervious just constantly go up to 5, and you get much less damage taken per hit. So that is pretty much it for what I used for to push. I'm gonna leave it here with some more footage of me playing the rest of the waves for arena. So we ended the run at 840. So yeah, enjoy the gameplay, guys, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much.